George is in Washington, D.C., where the president, of course, spoke overnight. And, George, as you know, we saw a shift in tone from the president.
We certainly did. What a difference a month makes, Robin. You know, very different tone from the inaugural speech just a month ago, 40 days ago. The president striking a much more optimistic note last night. The policy is pretty much the same that we heard during the campaign, but as you said, a much more optimistic tone. And for a man who likes to break the rules, the president really followed the traditions of States of the Union last night, including that moment right there when he honored the widow of Navy SEAL Ryan Owens. Karen Owens brought the crowd to its feet, more than a minute and a half of a standing ovation. That was clearly the emotional high point of the night.
It really was.
Yeah, and it looked like before that speech, the president had a little practice when he was in the car with his daughter Ivanka and his son-in-law Jared Kushner. There's a video there. Looked like he's preparing for what he was about to say.
That's right. We're going to go right to our senior White House correspondent, Cecilia Vega, who was in Washington, has much more for us. Good morning, Cecilia.
Robin, good morning to you. This was a shift in tone from President Trump, perhaps an attempt to reach out to some of the people in that room, perhaps an attempt to try and win over some skeptics, but it was also a speech short on details for how he plans to achieve his vision for America.
The President of the United States.
Right out of the gate, the president delivering on one promise, a message of optimism.
I am here tonight to deliver a message of unity and strength. And it is a message deeply delivered from my heart. A new chapter of American greatness is now beginning.
And softening his tone on another, immigration.
I believe that real and positive immigration reform is possible. If we are guided by the well-being of American citizens, then I believe Republicans and Democrats can work together to achieve an outcome that has eluded our country for decades.
Democrats giving their first standing ovation of the night to combating terrorism.
We will work with our allies, including our friends and allies in the Muslim world, to extinguish this vile enemy from our planet.
But when it came to health care, a break along party lines hit the House chamber floor.
I am also calling on this Congress to repeal and replace Obamacare.
Republicans applauding while some Democrats booed, giving the president a thumbs down. Among the opponents, Democratic women lawmakers dressed in white, a show of solidarity for women's rights. But it was this surprise guest that created the evening's emotional high point.
We are blessed to be joined tonight by Karen Owens, the widow of U.S. Navy Special Operator, Senior Chief William Ryan Owens. Ryan died as he lived, a warrior and a hero, battling against terrorism and securing our nation.
The widow of Chief Petty Officer Ryan Owens, who was killed in combat almost a month ago to the day, sitting right next to first daughter Ivanka Trump. Owens was brought to tears during a nearly 2-minute-long standing ovation.
And Ryan is looking down right now, you know that, and he's very happy because I think he just broke a record.
The president closing with the call to work across party lines.
The time for small thinking is over. The time for trivial fights is behind us.
So about timing, the president was supposed to issue that executive order travel ban, the new one today. We are now being told that is being delayed. As for Democrats, you know, they chose two very symbolic faces to respond to the president's speech, an undocumented immigrant, a dreamer, and the former Kentucky governor, George, who is credited with expanding Obamacare in his state.